Hey everyone, welcome to Will's Creations. My name is Will. Today we're going to be doing just a little tabletop arrangement with some sunflowers. This is a little container we got at Hobby Lobby. I've already put the bow on it and made the bow and attached it on here. But we're going to work today on sunflowers. I have them here. This was actually a bush from Walmart. So all these flowers that you see here and here and here was all on a bush together. And then I have a little bit of greenery. This is some boxwood, also from Walmart. We're going to use to fill in. This is just some of the leaves off the flowers. I did use my pick machine and pick them, but that's some leaves. This was a fern from Walmart. I have picked them and staked them, so I'll need some with height. And this is a little greenery bush that's just like grass that we're going to use. I've took the scissors and curled it a little bit so it was not just so straight. So let's get started. All right. So we're going to take our first one. This is going to be an all the way around arrangement. So as we go, you'll be able to see all sides of it. I'm going to take the first one, like I said, I've already saved the time and picked these so they're ready to go. So I'm going to stick the first one right here in the middle. Usually you want to go about 1.5 to 2 times the height of the containers, or you can just eyeball it, which is what I do most of the time. So here's our first placement. Turn around where you can see. Our bow's in the front. This is our first flower right here. Alright, we're going to take our next one. We're going to step down. Basically, it's going to be like stair steps coming down on the front. So we're going to take our next one, bring it right to the side, and insert it a little bit lower than the first one so that we have our stair steps. We're stepping down. So our next one, which is going to be a little bit lower here, is going to go right here above the bow, but down low. So turn it back around where I can see it. I apologize, too, that the way the camera angle is tonight. This is the way I could get where it could be seen the best. So I'm going to take the flower, place it there behind the bow. Try not to mess it up too bad, but we're going to end up fluffing that bow over and over and over while we're doing this arrangement. So there's our first 3 in place. Again, if you imagine a ball bouncing down the stairs, bump, bump, bump. So that's our first 3 flowers put in there. So when I turn it around and look, there's several ways you can do it. You can mirror. Got a high one here, so we can bring one here the same height. Or we can make it a little lower. But again, you can do the same thing. The ball is going to be bouncing. So we're going to come on this side. You're going to have the ball bouncing down. So again, we're going to have another low one right down here in this corner. That pretty much makes the front just like the back. So if you turn it around, this is now an all-around arrangement. Where all sides are the same. This is actually going to be the front because that's where the bow's at. But again, you see the stair step here. You turn it, you see the stair step here. Turn it, stair step. So it just continues on, on and on and on. So this is our first part of the arrangement. We're going to turn it where I can see the front. And I'm going to bring this one down just a little bit, not much, because you do want them on different heights. And you can also fill it. So then you just start eyeballing. You turn it and you're like, well, there's a little bit of a hole here. So what if I brought in a flower? So just bring one in and stick it right in there. Little height difference. Again, you do want all the different height differences. So there's that. So when you look at it, you step back, you look. I could have one low right here, or I could have one here. I'm going to save this one right now for the time being because we might use it at the end, but I'm going to bring in some of the filler flowers now and put them in and see what we have. So here's our filler flower. These are, some of them, as you can see, are just greenery. There's no flower on it. Some of the other ones have greenery and flowers and berries. Some of them are just berries. So they're a mix. Some of them's flowers and greenery only. And then another one that's like the first one with, flowers, greenery, and all on it. So we're going to take these. We're going to need our cutters. I just like, these cutters are actually from Ace Hardware. That's where I got these. They're just a good cutter. Don't get the ones in the floral section like at Walmart and all. They're not as good. You're going to need like some actual wire cutters. And that's what I use on these. But now we're going to take our filler flower and we're going to start filling in. I'm just going to turn them just a little bit. I do have my trash can off to the side, so I'm not throwing them in the floor. If you do wonder, like, what is he doing throwing the flowers over there? No, they're not going in the floor. There is my trash can over there. Alright, so put in the first one, pull the greenery around, play with it, and you'll see the whole time we're doing this, we're going to be moving greenery around and playing and tugging and going, but that's the joy of arranging flowers. All right, and we'll take another one. Let's get one that's just got a little greenery and more flower like this. Okay. I'm going to come in. You do see the hole right here. I'm going to stick one of the filler flowers in it. Like this one, it's got a little bit of berries, flowers, and greenery. I like this greenery. So, if you notice, I'm not gluing this. This is going to sit inside. So I'm not going to glue it right now. If it's going to be in an area that gets bumped around or moved or possibly beat up, it would be great or a good idea to glue it. Like I said, I'm not going to glue this particular one, but you definitely can. Okay, so we got some filler flowers there and there. I'm going to bring some in a little low because I do want, down here at the bottom as well. So this is where we get to cut them. So we're going to take our wire cutters and just cut it like that. I'm going to bring this one, kind of bend it a little bit. Bring it down here toward the bottom and insert it. Alright, turn it around. I need something right here. You see this little hole right here, so I'm going to turn it around again. Use one that's just got flowers and greenery. Cut it down short because we do want it a little shorter. Turn it around. Bring it in. We can go a little bit shorter. Let's cut it a little bit more off. Bring it down and let that hang there over the container. So there's our little flowers so far. It's looking really cute. I have squished the bow. We really are going to bring some greenery in here, but it's looking good so far. I do like it. All right, we need a little something around this flower because it is so tall. So I'm going to bring some greenery. This is just one that's actually got just greenery. There's and a little feather looking thing here. So I'm going to take this one and bring it in right up here. Tuck it in there. Alright. So I've got one left like this and one left like this. So let's just look and see. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring one. We got a little one here, but let's bring some in here. A berry. With just one with a berry on it will be fine. So cut it like that. Now we got some berries there, and we'll come on this side because there is just the two. It's just berry. Trim it off a little bit. Come right here where we put all the greenery and stick this one in there. Just to break it up a little bit and to give it some color. So there's our arrangement so far. We still got a couple of filler flowers. We're going to leave these off to the side along with the one flower that's up. We may use it, we may not. If not, we got a good little swag going here. Okay? Brush off the table. I do have moss on here because I did put moss on the foam to cover it. So here we go so far. Like I said, you're going to notice we fluffed this bow so many times when we're working on this, but that's the joy of arranging flowers. Okay, so there it is from the front. It's looking really cute. We got our stair steps going on. All the flowers are on different heights. I'm going to push this one in just a little bit because he was a little same height as that one because I do want them all different heights. So there's that. Okay. I'm going to take this. Like I said, this is just some fern. This was from Walmart. I've already cut it. I did put these on picks so I could have some with height. But when I say picks, what I actually use, these are just food skewers. These are from the Dollar Tree. You get 100 of them for like $1.25. So that's what I use. And then, of course, I use the floral tape to make them where they blend in with the stems. But I'm going to take these. These are flexible. That's what I like about them. They do bend. And you're just going to come in and wherever you want fern sticking out or accenting, I just stuck it there. And you look, we could use a little piece here. So I did take these and put on steel picks. I did have a pick machine. I actually got mine. They are pricey, so if you don't have one, it's not a big thing. But this is my steel pick machine. Super, super, super heavy. I actually got this one at a thrift store. I love going to thrift stores. This one was actually only $7 because they didn't know what it was. So I told them when I got up there because I felt really bad. Trying to tell them how much more it was worth. So I paid $7 for this one. This one's missing the weight. Everybody's like, oh, without the weight, it's no good. I have no problems with it. So this one was $7. I also have another one that I found at another thrift store that was only $10. So I bought it too. So I got two. But check your local thrift stores. Check, Facebook Marketplace. People have them on there. Sometimes the florists are going out of business. You can usually get a really good deal on them. So check those places out. And, it's not something you have to have. I do love mine. But it's not something, like I said, that you have to have. It's not one of those where it's like, oh, I can't do this without a pick machine. Wood picks work just as good. So what I'm doing now with this fern is I'm just coming in, and anywhere that there's holes or looks like a hole, or if I want some high, I'm going to use one that I made the pit. I just kind of bend them a little bit to make them look a little more natural. Come in and insert into the arrangement. And you see, it's just giving it that little flow, little wispy that some people call it. I like having the wispiness around and on it. It really makes it look more lifelike than just straight. You know, ferns do sometimes go straight, but I always like to give them just a little bit of a bend. Nothing major. I mean, you know, you can do them like this, but no. I just a little bend before I insert it into the flowers. And then I just go in and stick it straight down into the flowers and then manipulate it a little bit. So this is what we're getting at so far. It's looking really good. I got a little spot right here next to the bow. I can use one, so bend it just a little bit and insert it into the arrangement. I did say this was going to be quick, and it is quick. As you can see, we're on Central Time. It's 8:19 our time while I'm out here in my shop filming. It took me a little while to get everything set up. And like I said, I did go ahead and start some of it by picking them, pre-cutting the flowers, that kind of thing. Just getting everything kind of set up beforehand so that we would be ready to go whenever we came on to do the video. So I'm going to stick this one right here. Again, bend it down just a little bit. I have the boxwood. We may not use it. I'm actually going to push this center one down a little bit more. There we go. I like it. Let me push this greenery down just a little bit more. There we go. I got another fern. Another piece of fern. I think I'm just going to bring it right in here. That foam is like, I use the hard green foam. I don't use the soft foam. I use the hard tougher green foam is what I use. I like it. It's durable, and I don't usually have any trouble with it. That's the reason I like to use it. But, okay. So there we are. This is what we got so far. Like I said, we'll go back and fluff the bow probably 100 more times before the arrangement's ready to go out the door. But so you just turn it around. As you see, I mean, everything is at different varying heights. Fern coming out, fern sticking out here, sticking out there. I'm going to take this, like I said, this is just a grass that you get at like Walmart. I would suggest using scissors. I use a dull knife, but I just take it and run my finger over it just a little bit, and it curls it. Because I don't like just the straight grass sticking out. So I like it like this. Now I'm just going to take a few of these and insert in different places and just let it stick out. And it's just going to add this little wispy. I'm not going to add a whole lot of them. I just want to add a few. Some I've got as doubles, like together. I've done some as singles, just to have the wispiness on there. But usually I do the doubles. This one's actually got a nice bend in it. Look. You just take it, straighten it out, or curl it just a little bit. That just changes the whole look of it. And then you can come in. This one can go low. It can go high. It can go wherever. But I just want to have that little bit of wispiness hanging out. I did leave some tall. This one's actually got 4 pieces on it that I left. But I want some coming out of the top. So again, just take the knife. Be sure you do not cut yourself, because very easy to do. We don't want nobody cutting themselves when doing this. So just curl it a little bit like that. I'm going to turn it where there's one on each side because this has 4 pieces. I'm going to turn it like that. It's like a little piece of fountain grass. I'm going to take this one because I did leave the stem long on this one. And I'm going to stick it in right here in the middle. And then you can take your hands and pull it. And just let it curl. And hang out over the flowers. And it just adds that little bit of wispiness on there. It might have one coming out right in here. You can do a single piece that we did. Again, just curl it just a little bit, just to give it that little curl. Move the bow over and stick the piece of grass right there in it. Refluff the bow one more time. Okay, refluff that bow. Have a little piece come out here. Maybe another single one. Just going to come in here and tuck it underneath this fern. Yeah, everything don't have to be high. So we've got them coming low, we've got them going high. Maybe a little, well, we've got this little piece right here, so that'll work. Maybe one off this corner. Let's do another single piece off the corner. Do it like that. Come right in here and insert it. Alright, so there we go. And this is pretty much looking finished. I like it. We're going to fluff the bow up again. I'm going to lift it up and look. I did say, like I said, this was leaves off the flowers. I did pick them, but I do like to come in and anywhere if you think you can see foam or you can see through it and you don't want to. I just take my leaves and stick in there and fill in the gap. There's a little bit of a gap right here that you can see under. It's going to normally be on a table. You're not going to be looking under it, but I can see it, know it's there. So just going to take one of the leaves, stick there, and see that just fills in that area. So I'm just going to turn it around, and anywhere I see that there might be a little hole or looks like it might need a little something else, these leaves. Don't throw them away. You paid for them, so might as well use them. When you bought the flowers, you paid for the leaves too, so might as well use them. Use it all. Okay. So just keep turning the arrangement, looking down inside from the top. You can see down in there if there's any places that looks like a hole, just stick your hand in there with that leaf and stick it in. Okay. And there we go. This is our all-around arrangement. I know it was a quick, simple video, but I just wanted to come on and show you how quick that you could do something to have on your table to have it looking nice and pretty. I had this, but I'm probably not going to use it. We could just show you, like, when you look in here, right here, there's a little bit of a hole. You can see right there's a little bit. So you can take a piece of this, put it down, move the flowers around, and insert it in that hole. Push it way down inside because you don't really want this to be a feature. You just want it to fill in. Push it down inside and fluff it out. And now it's right there. And it does add a little, you can move this leaf and add a piece right here just so that it's incorporated all around the flower. Let's do another one that's a little thicker. Some of them have 3, some of them have 1. This one actually has 3, but again, move the stuff around, reach down inside, push it. And you can do that all around. Some of these I've left as singles. I've done some of them with doubles and triples. But you just want to kind of take your hand and work them around and fix them. Pull them, fix them. There's a little place right here that we can see. Again, like I said, this is not a feature. We're just filling in holes. So this is actually going down deep inside. Like so. Pull it out and fluff it. So there we go. This is our all-around arrangement. This is a simple little arrangement. I hope you like this. If you have any questions or anything, you can contact me at Will's Creations. I have my Facebook group, Will's Creations. I also just have the group, Will's Creations, and you can reach me on here. So, if there's any videos you'd like to see of something you'd like to see me do, let me know. I'll be glad to make it. I'm going to be posting these on the YouTube channel, which is at Will's Creations, and I'm also going to put these on our Facebook group, so that if you're in the group, you can access these and see them anytime. So, hope you all have a great evening, a great night. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, everyone.